I am 58. At this point in life, you start realizing that a lot of the things you used to spend your energy on no longer deserve it. It is not about becoming negative. It is about finally being honest about what actually moves your life forward. Here are 7 things that, in my opinion, are a complete waste of time after 50 and what is worth focusing on instead. The first one is competing with other people. I used to do this without even noticing. You see another woman your age who seems to have it all together, the body, the career, the retirement plan, and something in you starts keeping score. But after a while, you realize you do not even want half the things you are comparing yourself to. You were just running on an old program. What is worth focusing on instead is competing with who you used to be. Are you stronger than you were 5 years ago, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally? Are you more at peace? If the answer is yes, you are already winning in ways that actually matter. The second one is tying your entire identity to your career or what you do. For years, your job title gave you a sense of who you were. When that chapter starts to close, whether through retirement, a change, or just outgrowing it, you can feel like you do not know who you are anymore. That is a dangerous place to be. What is worth focusing on instead is figuring out who you are when you are not performing for anyone. What do you actually enjoy doing when there is no paycheck or recognition attached to it? That is the version of you that will carry you through the next chapter. The third one is forcing yourself to finish things that stopped serving you a long time ago. We were raised to believe that quitting means you are weak. So we finish books we are not enjoying, stay in activities that bore us, and drag ourselves through projects that lost meaning months ago. After 50, that habit becomes expensive. Your time is too limited to keep suffering through things just so you can say you finished them. What is worth focusing on instead is giving yourself permission to stop. Being disciplined is not about finishing everything. It is about knowing when something is no longer worth your time. The fourth one is doing things because you feel like you are supposed to. How much of your life is still being run by quiet obligations? Events you do not want to attend and favors for people who never return them, or commitments you said yes to out of guilt. There is a difference between being kind and being a people pleaser who is afraid to disappoint anyone. What is worth focusing on instead is only giving your time and energy to things and people where it is genuinely wanted, not just expected. The fifth one is needing to be right all the time. I used to argue like it actually changed people's minds. At this age, I have realized most people are not looking for truth. They are looking to win. And if you keep playing that game, you just end up exhausted and frustrated. What is worth focusing on instead is protecting your peace. You do not have to win every argument. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is say nothing and move on. The sixth one is tolerating energy vampires. You know exactly who I am talking about. People who only reach out when they need something. Friends who make every conversation about themselves. People who leave you feeling drained every time you interact with them. After 50, you start realizing you cannot afford to keep those relationships in your life. What is worth focusing on instead is investing your time in people who actually pour back into you. Protect your energy. It is one of the most valuable things you have. The seventh one is expecting people to eventually become who you wish they were. This one is painful. Your friend who is always unreliable will probably stay unreliable. Your family member who never follows through will probably keep doing the same thing. People show you who they are. The question is whether you are willing to believe them. What is worth focusing on instead is accepting people as they actually are and not as you hope they will become. Once you stop waiting for people to change, and you can finally make clear decisions about how much space they get in your life. These are the things I have been working on letting go of. The more I let them go, the lighter and more focused my life feels. Drop a comment and tell me which one hit you. I read every single one. If you are trying to build a better second chapter, subscribe. I will see you in the next one.